They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Kerwin Williams. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Williams. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
46.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick O'Leary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Gotta stop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. To throw is Prescott. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Reddick. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's the backup Rudolph, eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! 3-19!
They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And he's going to go down again. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go. 46! 26!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
26!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Oh, look at the juke. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
26!
Prescott to throw it, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Riddick. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They toss to Pirine. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go!
Rudolph on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. It's caught by Parker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Rudolph on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Riddick with a carry. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. On the return, here's Kerwin Williams. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Go.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Go.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So we get... Look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go down the field and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the ground, it's Reddick. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go back to Reddick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Pirine. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Running game working with it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He gets it to Baldwin. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw, Rudolph. We just saw the first NFL touchdown pass for Mason Rudolph.
When he was a Cowboy at Oklahoma State, he was a threat to do this all the time from any part on the field. He'll still be a threat in the NFL. Mason Rudolph's big right arm delivers his first NFL touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Williams now on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime It's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice slope.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Take 4. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Rudolph looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they'll run it here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rudolph looking to throw it. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets them a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the 2nd quarter. But since we're in the 4th, still 2 scores down, the question will be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but a clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They run it again with Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Williams. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. They keep it with Smith on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Prescott looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,